Hey guys, this is Greg Bridgewater with Undercover RC Drag Wings, and I'm going to show you today how to mount your brand new wing to your C7 Corvette body. I got everything laid out here just the way it would come in the box to you when you guys order it from me, and you get it out of the box. You're going to see each of your side panels here, your center section, your screws, and I've cut out already the cut template there, and you can see basically just paper there cut out. And I'm going to show you today the best I can on this phone how to get this done and how to do it right and not mess up your body. And don't be scared. I cut one up myself and it was scary at first, but I think we got it figured out. So kind of follow along with me here, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys catch all the important details of what we're doing here and try to make it as easy as possible. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you get your wing is assemble it. You're going to want to put the sides onto the center section there. So I'm going to pause this and assemble that real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've put the side panels on. See, I got those marked there left and right. Next thing we're going to want to do is use our cut template and mark where on the body where we're going to cut it at. First one we'll start off with is the easy one here, which is the rear. Now, you see on the instructions here, on this comes here on the template, it says to the scallop ends. That's got the cut line there. Now the scallop ends are here on each side of the body, on the top wing surface there. Okay, get you guys so you can see what we're talking about. There's a scallop ends out here. So line that up, and I'll go ahead and mark this so you guys can see it clearly. Bring that down there. Lining up your marks on your cut template there. And you also want to eyeball the distance between the template and the spoiler lip there that comes molded on the body. Get them about the same. Once you got it there, you just hold it down and we're going to mark it real quick. Alright, you can see there I've marked it, and I carried that mark just up over the edge there on both sides of the body there. Alright, now the next thing we're going to want to do is mark our side. Now on this template here, you'll see that little scallop pattern there. I put that on there so you guys would know which way is the right way, and that's towards the scallops on the side panel is molded in here. And the way this cut template is made, there's that line here. And the top edge of that cut template goes right up against that line. and then against those scallops there, and then you can mark inside there and cut on that line. I'm going to go ahead and mark it real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, you can see I got that marked there on the side. Let me grab the template here and I'll put that up there so you can see. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to do this myself here and it's very difficult. So I got it lined up on the scallop edges there and against the top edge. And you can see there how I marked that there. So we're just going to, when we go to cut, we're going to cut that out right there like that. And we'll come down. We'll bring that mark right on over the edge here. And it don't have to be exactly perfect. Bring that mark right on over the edge. Because this will all be covered up by my wing that you're putting on there. Same thing with this side. Mark it like that. So now you can see you want to cut out there, cut over the back, and on the other side. Same thing back here. Then follow the factory line. Follow the factory line. Just like that. You can cut your body right on out. And don't worry about the outside. Everybody, if you've never painted one of these bodies or nothing like that, you've never done nothing, this is a protective film that's on the outside of this body. So marking on the outside of this body is not going to hurt nothing. Because after you paint it, you peel this film off and those marks go away. So anyway, that's what we're going to do there. And once again, I'm going to pause it real quick and cut this body out. And then we'll start mocking it up. Alright, we're back. Took a few minutes there to get that done. But you see I cut the back of the body off there. Back of that spoiler. Both sides. Cut it all the way down. Now, the important cut to make sure you get straight and follow your template line or your cut line is this one here in the back. Because you will see that edge. And that's why I was saying before about making sure everything was straight, or you know, the same distance between that template and the back of that spoiler on each side there. So that's done there. So next thing we're going to do is we got our wing made up here. Now, we'll say this, that this surface goes under your body and slips up in there. It goes underneath. I'm going to try to, let me put this camera on a stand or something here. I got to try to do this. So I want you guys to see this. See what I can do here. See if I can get this a good position. looking right there, could you see it? I don't know. I'm gonna stick it up in there. Now, so I can show you guys what's happening here. That's where you put her up in there, and it does squeeze up in there. Had a gentleman contact me about this the other day. It doesn't sit like exactly 100% flush up against the inside right there. It made maybe just a hair bit, little bit wider, so it would hold it tight. So you didn't get no flutter and stuff out of it. Now, granted, it's just mocked up here for the moment. I'm going to take this dude up in there so you guys can see. I turn the body over. I line it up side to side. I put me a piece of tape right down the middle to hold it right about where I want it on the distance. Turn it back over and straighten it out. Masking tape is your friend. All right. Now, if I get out of the light, you kind of see here how that is pretty uniform across there on the inside. First hole you're going to drill is right there in the middle. We're going to drill that one. And try not to drill your finger. Now, if you had a painted body, you'd have to do this from underneath. I'm going to take and put a bolt in, or a screw in there. And I'm just using an 1/8 inch drill bit to drill these holes. Then once you get your first one in, naturally it's going to move a little bit whenever you're drilling things and moving around. Line it back up. I'm going to drill that one there next. And check for alignment, make sure nothing's moved and it still looks good. And what I'm saying looks good is that the distance from this edge to that edge in there. Now let's say you had a painted body. You get this thing all, you put it up in there after you've cut this back off, put it up in there. It's only going to go so far because of the cut inside there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but those tabs that connect the side only let it go so far. It's going to hit up on the inside of that cut line that you did with your paper template on both sides. So you can't push it too far. It's only going to go so far. And you could adjust it. You could make that wing shorten up by trimming that cut line. But anyway, put it up in there, and assuming you have you cut this line here straight, which I showed you how to make sure that was straight. Off your center point, mark your line, and you guys can see here that this thing, that line is about 5/8 of an inch long, 5/8 line. So you could take and draw your line on this piece here, that straight line on here, and you could draw that line and then line it up to this edge and hold it, and it'll put that spool in here exact. So let me drill my third hole over here. Guys, I wish I had a camera with a real stand so I could really show you guys, like some of these other guys I've seen on YouTubes and all that. It's so hard to work and hold the camera. Now, that's all in there. You'll see me playing with these little tabs on the end of these side pieces here, and that's to make sure that they stay down, that they're going to go down flat like they're supposed to. Okay, so everything's on. Get that tape off there. Everything's on. Get you a good, I'll show you here the back view of this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to button these here down. Okay? And that's simple. You're going to want to hold them flush the outside of your body line here, so you get that nice clean look to it. Start to spread. Bolt them down. Just like so. Got the side bolted in there. Little side view here. You can see just how much air them things will channel. When you look down that thing, it's like a tunnel. I mean, the Corvette's already a doorstop body or a wedge body, but that just turns it into even more of one. Now the last thing we're going to do here is the sides. Bolt them in. If nothing else, if your car ain't fast, you're going to look fast. That's for dang sure. I missed that one a little bit. And this plastic you can bend around and stuff too. It bends pretty easy. Do this other side. All right. The last thing we're going to have to do is come in there and trim that up right there, just to that little leftover body there. Same way on both sides there. Trim it just about like that. Get a little rear view action here. Turn this thing sideways. There you have it. That's an air-catching dude right there. Now, is taking a stock body and just cutting up a perfectly good body smart? No. But sometimes we do stupid things, right? I want to do a different version where this is a little bit shorter by half the length. For some of us like me, it's a little, I think it's a little bit out there, but I want to do about half the length. Maybe shorten the sides just a hair. But that's it, boys. Sucker look pretty badass to me. All right. I'll turn it over to the inside. You guys can see how everything fits on the inside too. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I make mistakes. Y'all see something I could do different? Tell me about it. It's all about getting better and everybody helping each other out, right? Right on. Thanks, guys.